tempo early, baby. Set it early. 180.
Listening to all Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom ACU crew, welcome back to another live podcast for that ass. How you guys doing tonight? Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm good. How's the people doing? Put it in the chat. Let us know what's up.
The people are horned, Steve. There was a little football action today. Steve. I was a little horned up today. We got to see all the people on the field. We got to see Kadarius Toney make an appearance. That was like seeing Bigfoot.
No kidding, dude.
It was like a Sasquatch out there, man.
So I imagine it was mandatory then.
Yeah, 100%. Mandatory started today. 3 days of mandatory, and then they get off like a full month, and then it's time to go to camp. So
yeah,
it's coming faster than you can even imagine.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Hit that like button and get this out to more people. And we'll start getting talking about the Chiefs and OTAs. Mike, what do we have going on today?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. We'll just jump right into some OTA stuff. Pete Sweeney. Pete's who?
Pete's what?
Pete's Weenie. He said just out of our first look at Chiefs mandatory minicamp, absent today was Harrison Butker. Turns out he was sick. BJ Thompson's not there. We know he went through that medical scare. Joe Tooney was not there today. I'm pretty sure it was excused. Present but not practicing was Derek Nottie, Charles Omenihu, which is injured, and then Xavier Worthy, by the way, still nursing that hammy. That's the one thing that's scared. Like, am I scared for the whole season? Probably not. Is it kind of bad because he's not gaining chemistry? He's not running the plays. He's not like diving in and getting those reps in. There's a little scariness to it because we know that Rashee Rice was the exception to the rule when it comes to rookie wide receivers and Andy Reid offenses in your rookie season. Present but limited today was Leo Chenal, Isaiah Pacheco, Jalen Watson, Steve. So
Jalen Watson.
Anything about that concern you? Butker missing? I mean, it was just sick. A lot of people like, dude, the cancel crowd was like, yeah, maybe he'll hold out. Maybe they'll trade him. Shut up.
No one gives a rat's ass.
Shut up. No one gives a shit.
No, man. So, like, the only thing that slightly concerns me is what you said. Xavier Worthy has got to get on the field and get to work, man. Like, I understand being a little cautious with a hamstring or something else. I get it, but we're so far outside the season, you don't have to be overly cautious. Come on, dude. Let's just get out here and get to work, man. It's not the Girl Scouts, baby. It's the NFL. Let's get to work because you got a lot to learn.
Yeah, get out here and learn something because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. We got a 5-bomb kicking off, Steve. Enrique with a super sticker with a 5.
Make it stop. It's so loud today.
Appreciate you, Enrique. Appreciate you, brother.
Love that 5-bomb, but that horn was out of control. Hey, the horn's horned up, bro.
Was horned. Okay, it was horned. It was going double time. It was ready to roll. I appreciate you, Enrique. Enrique's
trying to wake me up a little bit.
Yeah, got to wake you up. I don't know what you've been doing, David. You look a little sad and defeated.
It's been a long day, man. Just working all day. Appreciate the 5-bomb, Enrique. Good to see you, my man.
Steve, you took the lady out for a birthday dinner.
I did.
What happened? You look sad. Like you were sad you had to spend time.
No, I'm just tired, dude.
You're like, man, had to spend a few hours there, ball and chain, have a chicken sandwich.
No, man, just been working ever since I woke up today. Took a minute, did that, and then right back at it. So,
yep, same. So, back to the. Let's get back to a little bit of the good stuff, okay? Matt McMullen. A few notes from today's minicamp practice, Steve. Safety Bryan Cook hauled in an interception during 7-on-7s. And by the way, he looked healthy. He was 100% ready to roll today.
That's good
That's
stuff.
great. Tight end Jared Wiley made a great catch in the corner of the end zone during a 7-on-7 period. I really wish they would have videoed that, put it out, but they didn't.
Mike. Everybody would be so bricked. It'd be
Rocked
unreal.
Up. Tight end Noah Gray, a tight end day, it looks like. Noah Gray made a great catch over the middle for a TD during 11-on-11. So there's a lot of tight end action today. And, I mean, we also seen Mahomes throwing just flat out piss missiles down the field, too, today, from what I can tell. He was out there just launching them. I've actually got a video, once it loads up, of him throwing to Rashee Rice. And let me tell you something. It was a flat bomb. I'll get that up for you guys in a minute. But Mahomes, he was looking dapper today. Like, was he prancing around the field today or something? Like, look at him.
Doesn't he always, though?
He's
like,
straight
that's his
prancing
MO
right now.
He prances. He does his little finger thing, like, come on, guys, let's go.
Dude, straight prancing. You're not a care in the world. Just a billionaire with so many Super Bowl rings, he's running out of fingers. The dude's not even 30 yet. He's got 2 kids. He's got a smoke show wife out here. This dude is living the best life out there with his yellow jersey. You
got to love him, too. Like, you can't not love that guy. Look at him.
I bet Patrick, the aura coming off this guy when he walks into the room. Mike, I bet he just knocks you down with the aura.
He wakes up every morning and pisses excellence, Mike.
He does.
That's what he does.
So much excellence. You know who else does? Look at this. Look at this crew. Look at this one. Look at Mike Danner right there in the middle and George Karlaftis. Just looks like this could be a rap album. They're about to drop. Actually, no. You know what they look like? They look like Boys to Men had a reunion.
Like I don't know. George Karlaftis and Boys to Men doesn't go together.
Come on. He's got some soul, baby.
Oh, no.
I bet he could be. I bet Karlaftis is just out here, just swooning the ladies. Actually, no, I think he's still got the same girlfriend he's had since college. So maybe he's not swooning the ladies, Steve.
George cracks me up, man. I actually watched like a little clip of him getting a couple sacks in the. I can't remember which game it was. It was a playoff game. But they were just showing, George kind of stepping it up and everything. But even when he's pumped, man, he just sounds like he's too nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's so I don't know. It's hilarious. He cracks me up.
Yeah, he's just a nice guy. Got the video uploaded. Here we go. Mahomes throwing that piss missile down the field, baby. About 50 yards down there to Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice, look, he burned Josh Williams right there. I'm pretty sure that was Josh Williams. I think you could snag a little bit of the WILL on the back of his shirt right about here.
Yep.
I think I seen it. You ain't gonna hide from me, Josh. Get it together. Don't get burned by Rashee so much.
You're supposed to be stepping it up this year,
This is
my
your
man.
time to shine. And Steve, I heard that Rashee Rice had himself a day. He was unguardable. He was unstoppable. He was a monster. All the offseason work's paying off. All the driving really fast is getting his reflexes going. Leaving the crime scene really quickly.
Have yourself a day.
Got that footwork going. He's just running by these guys, and I like it.
Have yourself a day, young fella.
What's the good of it? He's going to get suspended 8 games. He's not getting suspended 8 games. Get out of here with that horse crap. It's not happening, dude. It only happens. It only happens. It only happens if they finish the whole legal process in the next month and a half.
Yeah, that's not happening. Dude, you have to be super excited. The fact that Andy's wanting to push the ball more in the offense, get it back to the high-flying offense it used to be, and then we have Rashee Rice stepping up the way he is, going to be an absolute menace on the football field. And he's still got Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy out there running forward too. Man, I'm so excited about this coming season. I think our offense is going to be polar opposite of what we watched last year, man. If the defense stays anywhere near as good as they were last year, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm ready to see them push the ball down the field. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. And it's great to see them using Rashee Rice that way because everybody thought, hey, Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown, they're going to use Rashee Rice the same way, baby.
Heck yeah, man. Doug with the 2-bomb. What's up, Doug? He says, so great to have all these goats on our team.
The goats.
Dude, it's awesome. It's great. Greatest head coach of all time, greatest quarterback of all time, greatest tight end of all time. I mean, come on, man. Maybe by the end of his career, we can put Chris Jones in that category too.
Appreciate you, Doug. Yeah, for sure. Chris Jones is going to have a monster one. I can already tell. I'm just cracking up reading the comments in the chat, dude. Eric out here. I can't even throw what Eric's writing out here on screen. Yeah, I can't do it, but you're right. He's got to be talking about Mahomes out there. Dude, this is some good stuff. back a little bit to the football because I've got some more clips. I'll throw up a clip and we'll just let it watch while we talk. That's the best way to do it. So we got some stuff coming on screen. We have a little McCole Hardman action, this and that, everything else. But you also have Pete Sweeney actually tweet today.
Pete's what?
Pete's Sweeney. He actually tweeted today and said that the best player on the field was Cook and Rashee Rice. And you see Cook right there. He's looking big. He's looking buff. He looks like he didn't miss any chest days. He's out there. Look at how swift those hips are. He looks a little swifter in the hip, especially coming
Grew
off
his hair out too, didn't he?
a little bit, unless that was a
or was
bandana.
that might not have been hair.
But I'll say, coming off an ankle injury, he looked very fluid in the motion right there with the hips and everything, and that's a lot of hip action, you know?
Yeah, dude, I'm super pumped about getting Bryan Cook back in the mix, man. Chief Kelce, let's go.
Oh, yeah, he does. He's gonna have a monster one.
Yeah, I think Bryan Cook was kind of coming into his own last season before the injury, right? Like,
yeah,
we kind of knew when Juan Thornhill left that he was going to take over that role and be the go-to right behind Justin Reed. And I think he was doing a damn good job last year, and it was unfortunate what happened. I think the Green Bay game, was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was like raining or what. It was just kind of a nasty day, and it was like, it sucked, man. It looked much worse than what it ended up being, so I'm glad that it wasn't anything worse. But he still had a significant injury to deal with, and it's good to see him back. Looks like he's pretty healthy, my man, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good season. I think he'll bounce back. I don't feel like an ankle injury is probably as mentally taxing on you as maybe like a knee or something, right? Like I feel like a knee, like the old Minihew's probably got more of like a mental drain. But actually, I've been seeing him working out, and this dude's acting like he's acting like what knee injury? He's up here doing one leg like squats with 7,000 pounds on his back like an elephant, and he's like, you just had surgery 3.5 weeks ago.
All right, Mike, we got 5 gifted memberships from our boy Kyle. What's up, my man?
Let's go, Kyle. Appreciate you,
Let's
brother.
go. Heck yeah, put some legendaries in the chat for him.
Legendaries. Make sure you got gifting on, by the way.
Yeah, turn that gifting on. If you get a membership from him, thank him in the chat, please, Mike. You could also go ahead and start him as the top dono for the night.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's go.
So put that out there and get that rolling. But heck yeah, I appreciate you, Kyle. Try to build up that ACU crew, baby. That's what we need to do. Have more fun. In case you didn't know, if you're a member, and at the beginning of July, we're doing our members only live stream for July. We're going to be giving away a signed Dante Hall jersey.
Yeah, we are. That's going to be members.
For members only, you have a chance to win
only.
that bad boy. So make sure to become a member if you haven't. If you don't get gifted one by Kyle, make sure to go hit that join button. It starts at $4.99, and you'll have a chance to win this bad boy early in July. Man,
that
I
bad
love
boy.
it.
Dante Hall in the house. The X Factor was the man. And I don't know who in the world wouldn't want that Dante Hall jersey right there.
I kind of want it myself.
It's pretty sick.
Heck yeah, Mike. We got a Tim bomb from our boy Greg. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, my man.
Greg.
Says the Chiefs will three-peat and Trump wins in 2024. Monster year, baby.
Greg, that's a monster year for you. Some people may not like some of that. I know the Ravens, other teams will not like the three-peat.
No.
Opposite side of the aisle might not like Trump. So, I mean, it is what it is. But if that's a good year for you, Greg, by all means, have yourself a year, baby.
They'll be all right. It'll be all right either way.
We'll survive, I guess.
Let's go. Appreciate the 10.
Who knows?
Appreciate the 10. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you mods, by the way. A lot of you in here
100%.
today. Appreciate all that. I saw where Lego said he was freaking tired. Always pulling the hours, man. Appreciate you doing the work when you get off work, too. And sometimes at the same time. But, man, everybody's working long hours these days.
I hope you don't get fired, modding out in here. You know?
I heard he can still cook a mean waffle while he's modding.
Bro, if I ever get down, look, if we're ever in Georgia, somewhere near, I think he's somewhere near Atlanta. If we ever get near him, I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna run by the Waffle House. I'm gonna Trevor Lawrence that bad boy.
Trevor Lawrence him. Man. So, yeah, I guess about camp today. So we actually had a poll up. I'll pull that up in a minute. That way I should mess with it, but I don't even have it up yet. But it was what did you what was it exactly you worded it? I'll
The
let you do
poll
that.
was, what are you most excited about? And there were several options. One was Rashee Rice just being dominant. One was Kadarius Toney just showing up. Congrats. One was Bryan Cook being 100% healthy. And then the final one was, I don't really remember. I don't remember what the final one
was. It was Kelce confirms no retirement soon.
Kelce, you know what? That downright just pissed me off that you're going to get some media access to Kelce, and the only thing those clowns in the reporter room could talk about was frickin' Taylor Swift and asking him about retirement, which, by the way, he's already settled this. This is not news.
They got to do better, man.
Do better. Ask him something of importance here, people. Like who? I don't want to know if he cooks with Taylor Swift. And by the way,
cares.
He didn't even answer it, Steve. What did he think cooking meant? That horned up guy? Like, what did he? He thought they insinuated cooking meant getting a little blue chewed action. And
I did see you. Speaking of Taylor Swift, I did see something cute earlier. Travis Kelce and I guess the photo shoot they did yesterday. I'm sure the Chiefs have been posting pictures on all social media from it. But Kelce pulled out the signature arrow. Mm-hmm. And all the Swifties are in the comments being like, he's doing it now because of Taylor. It's like,
he did that before Taylor.
Well, this just goes to show that you just started keeping up with the team last year because it's been going on for 12 years now. How long has he been in the league for real though? It's been a long time.
He's been in the league longer than I've been alive, I think. I mean, he's going on like 40 years or something like that. Dude, I tell you though, he's just awesome. Like, I love Travis Kelce. It's going to be a sad day when Kelce's just not with the Chiefs. Like, the day he decides to hang it up, it's going to suck. It really is.
We're not going to dwell on that, Mike. But what I do want to talk about, though, I actually thought about it earlier and just didn't get a chance to mention it, but Travis Kelce's the perfect segue. I think we were talking about the Jared Wiley catch for a touchdown, also the Noah Gray catch for a touchdown, OTAs. So do you think this year we start seeing more snaps and more reps for Noah Gray being in his contract year? Kelce, obviously, in the last couple of years of his career. And then you got the new blood in there with Jared Wiley, who I think is going to be a red zone threat, especially early on. He'll be eventually be more than that, but I think that's a good way to get his feet wet in Chiefs Kingdom. Do you think we're going to see more like a more dynamic tight end room than we're used to seeing? Because usually it's Kelce, and then if for some reason not playing, like in the first game of the season last year, we saw a little bit of Noah Gray, but I feel like we're going to get a more healthy dose of Noah Gray this year. I could be wrong there, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think they're going to feature Noah a little bit more. I think he probably would have got more last year, but I think when the offense started struggling a little bit, they kind of went away from what they wanted to do. Did you get that vibe a little bit? Like, I thought at first they were going to feature him a lot, and then by the time it was said and done, I felt like, I mean, there were still weeks he looked okay, by the way, because you had him looking really good in the Jets game where the Chiefs struggled, and I think Noah caught the touchdown there in the corner on a little back shoulder fade or something like that, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, I think they'll feature him more, for real.
Noah's a really good player. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for that because you only see him in small doses, right? But he's made some critical catches for us at critical times. And I think he's been a pretty good backup for Kelce, but I don't know. I think there's more there. I think, like, because you see flashes of it, and I think people just don't realize that Noah Gray is a very athletic tight end. He's a good route runner.
He's good. Some people in Chiefs Kingdom don't like him.
That's fine. I mean, it's because he hasn't won. He hasn't won Super Bowl MVP since he started. He's only been in the league 4 years. So he should already be the MVP of the league, right?
I mean, he's also playing behind Kelce.
I love Chiefs Kingdom. I love Chiefs Kingdom, but we're not the most patient group of people.
No, not patient
we don't.
At all.
We don't like to let players develop or anything like that. They better come in guns a-blazing.
Guns a-blazing. Check this out. Chiefs just posted this up a few seconds ago. Got Mahomes
Piss missile.
Throwing another one to Rashee Rice. Another touchdown. Like, what is the deal? Rashee Rice had himself a day, didn't he?
I'm telling you, man, I think Rashee Rice is going to be an absolute menace in this league. If he can keep his head on straight and just stay out of trouble off the field, like, he is going to be nasty. Because what he was able to do in his rookie season, Mike, obviously it wasn't nothing groundbreaking as far as, like, rookies go, wide receivers. Like, for the Chiefs, yes, he caught the most touchdowns of any rookie. But, I mean, nothing groundbreaking from big picture. But just what he was able to do in a short amount of time, and the fashion he did it, and on the stage that he did it, I think he's going to be a damn good receiver for a lot of years to come, man.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I think he's going to learn from this. I really do. I think he's going to learn from it. I think I released the Rashee Rice short the other day talking about him, kind of talking about different things. And I had that quote from Harvard. And people asked me if that was a real quote. And that's 100% a real quote. It was a real study and a real quote. And they said that 95% of your life successes or failures come from your friend group. And we've been saying this all off season.
Absolutely.
And I think if I wish Rashee Rice would see that short and it would just kind of drill into him, be like, hey, look, these guys suck, but I mean, Harvard said it. I don't know. Maybe they're smart. I don't know. These days, I don't think they're that smart, but
yeah, for sure. Well, let's get to the chat a little bit, man. Sam says, does BJ situation open up another roster spot, and for whom? So BJ situation's kind of like up in the air right now. We don't really know. But I would say if I guess I could put him on IR if he's going to be out for an extended period of time. I'm not sure how they would go about that. You might get to start the
season with the IR designation for like the 4 games or whatever that is. Maybe I'm
not sure. So, I mean, I guess, Sam, it is possible it could open up a roster spot for somebody because he did make the roster last season, and I think he probably would again this year, especially now that it's a little more thin on the edge. But yeah, who does that open up something for? Does it open up a spot for maybe that extra receiver that no one really wants to see? But we have a lot that can make the squad. Does it open up a spot for the fullback that we were talking about? Like, what do you think?
Right. It could open up anything. I don't think you necessarily have to take another defensive end. We seen last year that they took, who was it? They took Herring, didn't they? They took Herring and B.J. Thompson over Joshua Kando. Kando got his little ass cut, didn't he? And who knows? I really do think they could have something, and it's funny because I would never think he would have made. I didn't think he made the cut last year. B.J. Thompson, I thought would make the cut, but not Herring. I didn't really think Herring was going to make the cut last year. Like he was right there on the cut line for me.
Right.
Does that mean he's got a leg up making it this year too? Like is Herring just an automatic roster spot at this point? Or
I think Herring played really well when he had to play last year.
I'm not saying he stunk, but I mean we're kind of thin at defensive end, to be honest. I said this all off season. You've got George Karlaftis and you've got Omenihu, who's fine when he plays, but we don't really know what that knee's going to look like. He says he's going to be back week 1. Who knows?
Right.
I don't know what the statistics are on, and God forbid, I hope it doesn't happen, but we don't know statistics on re-injuries or what that weaker, that thing, that weak link in the kinetic chain could cause hip problems, could cause ankle problems. You never know. Like, that's what happens there usually. So let's hope none of that happens. He comes back completely healthy, but who's going to step up? It's got to be Felix. You put the first-round pick on him last year. He's worked hard in the offseason.
I think Felix has got to step up this year, and I think he's been working towards it.
I wish
been
we had one more
steps.
monster defensive end, though, don't you? Like one more sack artist. And I know Mike Dan is back, and he looks fine.
I know that's something you've been pretty big on since early in the free agency process. So, I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I think we'll be okay. I think Felix has to step up this year. I'm not saying he would be a complete bust if he doesn't do a whole lot this year because, I mean, it will only be a second year in the league, right?
What's a sack total you're putting at Felix this year? You think he's not getting to double digits, I wouldn't think.
I would say like a good year for Felix. Like
5 to 7?
Considering the rookie year was pretty slow, didn't get like a ton of snaps. I would say that around that 6-7 mark would be a really good year for him. Can he exceed that? Absolutely. I mean, I think he has all the tools, man. We know he's a very polished pass rusher coming in from college. It just something didn't translate quickly, and I don't know if it was because of the situation, because of how many reps he was getting. I don't know. But I do think that he's putting in the work. He's doing the stuff in the offseason. He kind of following in the footsteps of George Karlaftis, working with Tom Bahali and people like that, trying to get to where he needs to be. So I think he could have a good year. I'm excited to see what happens.
I agree. We got a gifted membership from Ron, our boy.
Let's go, Ron. What's up, my man?
Out there. Love it, baby. Love it, Ron. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Heck yeah, dude.
Doug asked a question. He says, Magic Mike, Superman Steve, when will you guys be going to training camp? As soon as they release those dates, we'll probably take a look at it within a day or two, hammer something out. We'll try to come up with a day for Chew with the crew. We'll try to get everything in. We'll make sure you guys know for sure, like 100%.
Yeah, we'll give you a heads up.
Yeah, I'm not for sure when they announce these dates and when they become final, but we've been like super busy lately. Like, I haven't even thought about training camp. It's crazy how busy we've been, and actually training camp's coming up in literally like a month.
Right.
To like 5 weeks, somewhere in that range. So it's pretty crazy, but
Dude, and once camp starts, it's like it's almost downhill from there. Like next
Dude,
thing
once
you
camp
know, it's
starts,
preseason.
yeah, it's a roller coaster from that point.
Dude, I love it. I'm so excited for it too because I feel like this offseason, all the bad stuff kept happening, but at the same time, I felt like it's gone fairly quickly. Like I feel like I was just at the Super Bowl parade, you know, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like we're talking about camp, you know.
Right. John says, where can I get one of those Super Bowl flags on your wall?
Our boy, was it
Gil?
Gil sent them.
Gil sent them to him. He's not in the chat tonight. I don't see him, but if Gil ever shows up, you can ask him. He'll answer you. I don't know where he got them, but they're pretty sick, actually, aren't they?
Yeah, Gil hooked us up, man. I love mine. I finally got it from Mike. He was holding it hostage for a long time, but
yeah, I was trying.
Finally got it. I saw another question I wanted to take real quick. Chiefer, what's up, Chiefer? He says, how many tight ends do we keep and who are they? Right now, I can say firmly that Kelce, Gray, Jared Wiley's going to make the team, like 100%.
Yeah, you're not cutting Wiley, and he's not going to the practice squad.
Do they
Do
they keep a fourth? Do they keep Irv Smith? That's the question. Does he make the squad? It really depends. If they decide to go with Carson Steele, say, as a fullback, and they decide to go back with the fullback position, the fourth tight end could be the position that's cut out for that. If it's not.
If they take 7. Because they took 7 and 3 last year with wide receiver tight end. So presumably if you take 6, you can take 6 and 4 and still take the fullback, right?
Honestly, not for sure. I don't think there's going to be any surprises there, though, Chief. I think if they take 3, it's Kelce, Gray, and Wiley. And if they take 4, you add on Irv Smith.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Irv Smith's probably in the driver's seat for the number 4 spot. I don't know if I like 1,000% worry about taking the 4th tight end. Like, I don't know if Irv Smith's really that much of a, like, is he big special teams guy? I don't think so. Is he like the greatest blocker in the world? Don't really think so. I think Irv Smith may have been like a contingency plan in case they couldn't snag their guy in the draft, and I think they got him.
Right.
I think they got the guy they wanted. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. Riverman in the house. Sorry, man. Hey, guys, love the show. The Rashee news got me half-staffed.
Half-staff, baby.
That's awesome, Riverman.
We got to get them all horned up, though. Not just half.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's for Greg, by the way.
Let the boy watch.
Yeah.
Or wait, who was that? No, it was Doug. Doug. It was for Doug.
Doug, let the boy watch.
Heck yeah, my man. Always got to pull that out.
Hey, man, we got a 2-bomb. Mr. Anderson says, do you think Nikko Remigio can tempt Phil Rice's role? I think Nikko Remigio is on the cusp of breaking in. If they take 7, he could be number 7.
Absolutely.
And if they take 6, he
could be number
Kadarius
6.
Toney. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, first of all, I don't think he's going to have to tempt Phil Rice's role because I don't think Rice is going to face any suspension this year. I would think that he's not going to know any kind of suspension until the legal process is completely done. I don't see that happening anytime soon. And normally the NFL would kind of like to wait and follow suit. Now, if they decide to jump the gun a little bit and suspend him,
Yeah, they could.
That's kind of odd for them, but they could do it. But in his absence, I think there's plenty of guys that can obviously not play up to the par of him per se, because I think Rice is going to have a huge year. But there are definitely guys that can fill in that role. Mike, but you said that he could be number 7 or he could be number 6. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned Kadarius Toney, but if Kadarius Toney's healthy and doesn't get injured again, we've talked about this before, but is it Kadarius Toney, is it Sky Moore, is it McCole Hardman? Because, like, to me, McCole Hardman, like, that's a guy they'd like to have on the team because of the speed and the fact that he knows the playbook and blah, 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 blah. But we know what we got from McCole Hardman. It's nothing special. So, like, we haven't seen, like, big-time game out of him since, like, flashes in his first 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he had that deep ball catch against the 49ers. Of course, he caught that wide open.
So, I mean, is it a given that he would make it above the other two?
No, probably not.
Is it going to be just camp competition straight up?
Look, this is a thing that kind of, like, and I love this question, Mr. Anderson. I really do, because I want to start getting to wide receivers and new blood. I want to start seeing this. I thought we seen it last year with Amir Smith-Marset, and then we up and traded him. Like, they wasn't going to take him.
Well,
we thought we were going to see.
I think we knew they were a little too, Chiefs Kingdom,
Right.
SS Chiefs Kingdom, a little too horned up on Amir Smith-Marset.
But look, he went to the Panthers, and at the end of the year, he was finally starting to get some starts and doing something. And I mean, he was already had some kind of like thing going with our playbook and the way it was going. I don't think he would have been a bad guy to have hung on to. Now, they had to keep Justin Ross to do it, right? So Justin Ross was the new blood. We never seen Justin Ross get to do anything. Half of it was his own stupid problem.
He got a
He's
few
out here
snaps.
doing something dumb.
Yeah, that was him.
But I'll tell you, now it looks like Justin Ross is on the outs. And it's like, well, who's in for, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see who these new people are. And we thought we were going to see it. And the McCole Hardman thing just comes in and says, hey, more of the same. We're not going to know. Because how do you, there's just no way we're taking 8. We're not taking 8 in the history of the world.
I think
7 was
7's
too many.
excessive, especially if they're going to try to rotate them like a hockey team. Because
So
that didn't work whatsoever.
Yeah, so I don't know. And I know a lot of people want to get rid of Tony if he gets injured. And if he gets injured, I think that's a possibility. They want to get rid of Sky because nobody wants to let nobody develop. But for some reason, McCole Hardman's fine. People's completely fine with McCole Hardman, but everybody else.
That's been my point. That's been my point the whole time.
Yeah.
But I'll digress there. We got a 5-bomb from our boy Rob Miller. He says Calais Campbell and Chris Jones would be monsters. Campbell's still out there? Is he still a free agent?
He's
I know
out
he's.
there.
I know he's my age. You know, he's like a papaw or something. But I don't know about it. Like, so the defensive tackle position is an intriguing one too. I think all the defensive line is.
You're 100% right. You're only 1 year older than Calais Campbell.
Yeah, see, that's insane. I don't think anybody signs him. That's wild. He's 38.
He's getting ready to turn 38 on September 1st. He's 37.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. I don't think it's going to happen. Now, Calais Campbell and Chris Jones together, that would be a spectacle, right? But
That'd have been great like 5 years ago, maybe.
right. So, but while we're here, real quick, I just want to touch on defensive tackle. Mike, how do you think that's going to go down? Like, do you think Turk Wharton's going to be getting the start more than likely? And then, of course, on the rundowns, you got Derek Nottie, you got Mike Pennell, and then behind him, you got Neil Farrell Jr., the Isaiah Buggs, as long as they don't find out that he was torturing dogs.
God, what is his deal?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. It feels like all these are like very defensive end, defensive tackle. That was always something throughout the whole offseason that
you've kind of had to focus on.
Everybody just kind of just glossed over it and was like, hey, we're okay. And then Brett Veach come in and said, hey, we're just going to sign 1 year deals here and there and everywhere. And he got some good pieces back. He got Mike Dana on a nice deal. He got, he brought in Pennell, and I thought Pennell deserved it. He got Nottie back on a year, but Nottie had a decent year last year, but Nottie's never been like the world beater we thought he was going to be when he got drafted or anything.
He's like a manageable, like a role type
and
guy.
I don't know if Neil Farrell's ever going to get to that, to be honest. Like, he had some promise coming out of LSU and different places, but there was always something missing, and that's why he didn't get drafted till late in that draft.
Yeah, but he's only been in the league for a year or two now. So I mean, he's still young too.
I mean, he's young, but I've not seen like great signs out of him. Put it that way.
Well, the fact that the Chiefs traded for him makes me think that they see something. It wasn't like they just went out and signed him for a cheap deal. They actually traded for him, if you remember.
And that was after, by the way. That was
late
after
in the
they
season.
drafted Keandre Coburn last year, who, by the way, they ended up letting go. So I wonder what Coburn was. Like, how was he such a miss? Because on film, he looked okay. And actually, last year at this time, we were all thinking that Coburn could be a guy that could have come into camp and actually been that guy for us. And he just did not pan.
The thing with Coburn was, like that's the thing. Like, back with Neil Farrell Jr., talking about him, before the draft happened, we kind of thought, like, by looking at it and all the sources, that the Chiefs actually liked Neil Farrell Jr. We actually predicted that they would draft him late in the draft, and they didn't do it. But we knew they had their eyeball on him. And guess what? Brett Veach does what he always does. He didn't get the guy, but when he saw an opportunity later, he went ahead and snagged him. I kind of get the vibe that Keandre Coburn was kind of off script for them, and it was just really good value when they drafted him. Yeah, and they thought, hey, let's get this guy because he's hanging around. It's good value. And I don't think it was necessarily the guy that they really wanted.
Well, it could have been. But it could have been the replacement for Derek Nottie. It just didn't pan out.
It just didn't pan out, yeah. Maybe.
It very well could have.
Sibby.
11 Sibby. Super sticker for $5, baby. Let's go.
Appreciate you. Is that £5? Let's go.
£5.
We're international now.
We're international. And you know what?
Let's go.
I wish I could lose 5 pounds. And here Sibby is giving them to me. Come on, Sibby.
Hey, they're easier to gain than to lose, Mike.
Don't send your pounds across the waters this way, okay? Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Just looking at it, gain 5 more. That's the way
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Rob with another 2. He says, you think any more free agents will be signed, Steve?
That's a good question, Rob, and it's something that we've talked about quite a bit on the show because there are going to be more people dropped. There's still people available. Like, I was kind of thinking that if they do, it might be a running back because something about that room just doesn't feel complete to me. And it could just be because I'm not on the inside. You know, like for them, it might not be a thing. They might think Deneric Prince is ready to go. They might think that Rees-Zammit will be able to do some running back snaps. I don't know. But we do know that we got Pacheco, obviously RB1, but he has had a few injuries here and there, and the kid runs hard, plays hard. He's going to get banged up from time to time. And then you got Clyde, who has an injury history. I think he's going to fall more into that change of pace back and receiving back, which is what Clyde was from day one. So I'm excited for that to see if he can excel in that role. But he's also a bit injury prone, if you will. So I feel like that might be one. There's people still out there, and he's not necessarily a guy I think the Chiefs would target, but people like A.J. Dillon still out there I don't think been signed. So there's decent running backs on the market still, and some might get cut. So, I mean, I think that might be somewhere that they could look. And also, Mike, you just mentioned defensive end, defensive tackle. Those are both positions I think that we could pad up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
I think where it sits right now, I think the Chiefs are good. I don't think anybody on the market they're interested in. Now, when it comes to camp cuts and casualties and
maybe
and
something might
drops,
tickle their fancy there.
Yeah, something might get them horned a little bit. And you know, I would have said they were waiting for Mecole Hardman to go somewhere so they could trade for him and lose even more draft capital. But they couldn't wait that long. They had to get him in here really quick. He's like Mecole Hardman's like Brett Veach's like Enos. He just can't quit him.
I'll tell you what Mecole Hardman is to the Chiefs. And don't take this the wrong way.
You're
because
going to take it the wrong way.
No. Listen, they're going to take it the wrong way. But Mecole, if you happen to see this, don't take this the wrong way. Don't get butthurt about it. Don't be sensitive.
Oh, God. If you have to preface it with this is going to get taken the wrong way.
He's like herpes, bro.
Oh, my God. You can't compare a dude to herpes and say don't take it the wrong way.
Just when you think he's gone, he ends up back. He's like, hey, I'm still here. And see, I'm not saying that in a negative connotation. I'm not saying he's bad like herpes is bad. I'm just saying he's always going to come back. Like he's going to pop back up. You might as well get used to him. Because, I mean, it's just what he's going to do.
Shut up. What? I said shut up.
I don't appreciate that, Mike. But you know what I do appreciate?
That's great. Let's
appreciate this 2-bomb from Flapjack. He says, show me the money.
That's like Nelly, right?
Yeah. Or it could be like, where's the money, Lebowski?
Lebowski? Man, that's a good movie.
Love it. Appreciate the 2, Flapjack. Good to see you, my man. Rob with another 2. He says, you think we could snag D-Hop in 2025? Don't get people horned up yet, Rob.
Chief Kelce.
Where you at, baby? We can make all kinds of videos about it.
Let's go.
Well, D-Hop in 2025 is going to be a 33-year-old plus receiver, right? How old is he now?
D-Hop's, he ain't as old as Calais Campbell. So
we know that. Let me look it up real quick. Look
it up.
He is 32. So he's going to be looking 33, 34. I'm going to say that the Chiefs are not going to go for a guy that old. Like, I think we missed our window with D-Hop. Like if they could have snagged him last season, had him for 2-3 years, I think that would have been ideal, but they didn't do it,
The chat doesn't like D-Hop, okay? We've seen it. I'm just going to read some. Eric says D-Hop's about washed, okay?
Yeah.
Lego says no D-Hop, please. Chief Kelce, he laughs. I think Chief Kelce, he wants it to happen.
He's secretly cheering for it.
Brenda, no D-Hop. Sam Lofton just says kind of like crabs. That's got to go back to McCo Harmon, but
it is. Have a good night, Doug.
You know what though? D-Hop's kind of like crabs too. We can't stop talking about him. He just keeps reappearing every so often, right?
They're always coming back, bro. Just can't get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm with Chiefs fan says D-Hop's going to be on crutches by the time we get him.
Listen,
dude, we couldn't even pay him enough to get him out of the old folks' home, bro.
Look, I don't want to crush your D-Hop party. Sorry. I don't want to crush your D-Hop party, but a story just came across my phone from Bleacher Report, and it was
oh, no.
It's not funny, but it's funny to me.
Oh, no.
Sean Payton gets eye surgery for cataracts after calling the wrong play last season.
There's no way.
Yeah, I swear it's what it said, dude. It's like, I understand. Like, look, if he has cataracts and he needs to get his eyes healthy, like, that sucks. I don't want anybody to have health problems or health issues or anything like that, especially with their vision.
There's no way.
You mean to tell me, like, man, I called the wrong play once, so I gotta get this taken care of.
Yeah, like that's why he had the eye
Dude,
surgery.
I don't know. I just started laughing at it.
There ain't no way. Dude, we appreciate you guys being here, though. I'm going to take one quick second. Hit that like button for us. We're at like 95 likes or something. We got 446 watching.
Do it, baby.
Twitter, X, we'll call it X. Between X, sorry, Elon. Sorry, brother.
Don't smite us,
We
Elon.
got him on X. We got him on Facebook. We got us on YouTube. We're all over the place. 455 watching. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button because 300 of you haven't hit it yet. And that would be pretty cool. And then, by the way, if you haven't become a member already, $4.99. And again, we're giving away a Dante Hall signed autographed jersey.
And the members only live for July.
The members only live for the members. Patreon.com/allchiefedup. By the way, tons of extra content over there. It's only $1 right now. And in that one, this coming up month, we're giving away a Will Shields signed.
Man, it's beauty. It's a beauty.
Will Shield signed jersey. So you got jerseys everywhere.
Right.
It's $1 over there. It's $4.99 over here. Whichever one you want to do, or you can do both. Or by the way, doesn't matter. Just hit the like button. It's free. We appreciate you guys.
And Mike, I liked your little rant, but I want to reiterate. Patreon.com/allchiefedup is just $1, and every month you're going to be automatically entered in a drawing or will of death or whatever it might be to get a signed jersey from a Chiefs player. So that's a steal. And plus you get bonus content, which we'll be dropping a video there in the next day or two. What you got there? Yeah, just $1 freaking, dude.
Is that backwards?
No, it's good.
Oh, good. Nice.
Good job, Mike. And Julia pointed this out, 29K, baby.
Yeah, we're about to hit that 30 mark.
We're sniffing 30K, so if you haven't hit the subscribe button, do that. Come hang out with us more often. You're going to get a load of Chiefs content. We're only going to do more and more. We're picking up a little extra time. We're getting a little momentum boost behind us. So we're getting some good things coming our way. So we're going to be putting out more content, very consistent. Our schedules aren't as off as they used to be. So hit that sub button. Hang out with us.
Yep, it's going to be a good time. Appreciate you guys being here tonight, by the way, on a Tuesday.
Tuesday, baby.
Partying on a Tuesday night, Steve. I've got some more camp footage I want to show to the people. I mean, we keep talking over it, but first, I found a picture of do you guys know of a guy? Like, apparently we signed a guy in the offseason that played rugby. His name's Louis. I think
Who?
Luis Rees-Zammit.
No idea what you're talking about.
I don't know who he is, but apparently he's dating Taylor Swift too. He threw out the
boy.
He's a fine-looking gentleman, huh?
I tell you what, if you mixed like a handsome model with a guy that played a soldier in a World War II film, you have Louis Rees-Zammit.
Dude, I seen this dude in Band of Brothers. I know he was in that series,
Black Hawk
bro.
Down. I don't know. He's in something.
Did you say Black
Hawk
Down?
Saving Private Ryan. Like
Saving Private Ryan. Don't do that, man. I have flashbacks of that movie.
I bet you he's been in that movie.
I bet so. Dude, Louis Rees-Zammit, by the way. They asked Pacheco about him today in Pacheco's presser, and I'm going to play this. Steve, you got to hear it. It's pretty funny.
Let's go.
Pacheco Pacheco loves him. Here we go.
Just in the football is always it's the talent. You got to love the sport, and he loves it. You could tell he's taking coaching, just willing to do anything it takes to get better every day.
Have you learned anything about rugby from him?
Yeah, they don't use pads, and I know that it's going to be hard to bring him down. So, we got equipment on out there, so it will definitely be hard to take him down.
He asked him if he learned anything about rugby, and he just said they don't wear pads. So apparently he didn't know that they didn't wear pads at rugby. You think he watched a lot of rugby up there at Rutgers? Rutgers and rugby kind of sound like it should go together.
Yeah, man, I don't know, but Pacheco's excited about him. We have to be excited too. Pacheco's the one that brings the energy, man. Don't you just love that kid? Like, I feel like he like everything
I'm
about
a huge
him.
Pacheco fan, man.
Everything about him just like it brings energy and like positivity and happiness. Something about that kid. Like, I just love his story and how he holds himself.
He
It's
brings
great.
the joy. He brings the joy.
He brings the joy. Kyle says, how can Zammit have teeth like that after playing rugby?
Bro, those have to be
Veneers.
Veneers.
Absolutely.
It has to be. Dude, you cannot play rugby and hockey and have teeth like that.
You
And by
just
the
can't.
way, I've seen some interviews of him, and they're white and bright and just perfect. He's in the new
Flapjack.
He says Flapjack.
Appreciate the two, my man. Is there
There's
a new
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump 2? It's Luis Rees-Zammit. Is it maybe he plays Lieutenant Dan this time?
He's a lieutenant.
The war
That'd be
vet.
Kelce. He's
Lieutenant
going to play
Dan.
Forrest.
You got new legs.
He said, you got new legs.
Man, one of my favorite things is around New Year's is when people will count down so you can have New Year's with Lieutenant Dan. And it just shows that clip of him being sad with all the confetti falling on him.
Yeah, apparently if you watch Forrest Gump at a specific time and turn it on, it just does the countdown perfectly.
You get to
with him.
celebrate with Lieutenant Dan.
Who's the idiot that sat down with that one day and timed that one
Mike,
out?
it sounds like something we would do.
It actually does, actually. When I was said, who's the idiot, like in my mind, like the good Lord above, like flashed an image and was like, you're that idiot.
You would probably do this, yeah.
You're that idiot. Steve, we got some more camp footage, man. Look at Mahomes out here with Pacheco out here. Like, look at him. Look at Mahomes is giving him the rock.
I just like seeing him
Pacheco's
back on
down
the
to
football field,
206,
baby.
207, baby. He is going to be nasty. And look who's there.
Tony
Who
appeared.
in the world's he? Haven't seen this cat before.
God, hey, real quick, I just want to say a quick prayer. Dear sweet baby Jesus, let this be the year that Kadarius Toney takes football seriously, because I feel like he could be really good, and I think it would be good for him. And thanks for everything. Amen.
See, by the way, I didn't want to interrupt your prayer with voodoo.
Yeah.
But is this dude's short so short? It looks like he's just wearing like a long T-shirt out there.
Chris Jones couldn't be wearing those bad boys. That's all I got to say.
Chris Jones would have tripped. It's not happening. I don't know what Kadarius doing. Kadarius, get them shorts down, baby. Like, what are you doing out here?
That's how it is these days, Mike. Nobody's down for the
get it.
early 2000s
Hey,
NBA shorts that
are
go down to
getting
your
higher.
ankles.
Shorts are getting higher. Socks are getting higher. Like, what is happening? It's just going to be all sock before it's over with, thanks to these Gen Zers or whatever their names are.
Man, I just love seeing him back playing ball. Man, I'm glad Tony was forced to finally come to practice. I want to see him have a kickback year, like come back strong, baby. And then the new faces out here is exciting. Just seeing Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, like you just know there's a spark to the offense, man, and it makes you horned up. It gets you going.
It gets you a little horned. You see Kelce out there. Look, he's moving better today. When we seen him out there, he looked like he needed a walker.
Well, that was at the end of practice, so.
Yeah, and that was also at the end of camp, too.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks a little spry right now. I mean, he's moving. He's moving. We'll give him that. There's more Kadarius Toney footage.
Is that
He's just
guy?
having a good time out here.
Who's number 19?
Dude, I haven't seen him drop a single ball, by the way, in these highlights. So that's a positive, you know?
I saw a T and a Y on the back of the jersey. Did Joe Tooney go with number 19 this year?
Yeah, Tooney's looking a lot slimmer. He's looking a lot slimmer. But I think it's going to be nice, man. I really do. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Hey, Kyler's been a member for 7 months now. He says, could we extend to Hollywood if he gets to a hot start? Absolutely. I think if Hollywood fits into this offense the way we think he might, if he's got really good chemistry with Mahomes, if it's reasonable, like if we can afford to do so, because that's always a big deal with Brett Veach. But like if it's not going to hinder this team going forward and actually give value to the team and to the dynasty, then yes, I think that they will extend him 100%.
Yeah, I think so too. If he comes out, it's not a great year. He half-asses it, just put it bluntly. Like if he's don't, but I just don't see him doing that. I think he's going to have a good year. But at the end of it, he still may not pay. Brett Veach does not like to pay wide receivers.
We'll see.
Looks like.
But you know what? If they're going to pay MVS for 2 years, I'd at least like to get 2 years out of Marquise Brown if he's good.
If Brett Veach goes out to dinner, like he's really good at like paying for things, and then he refuses to pay for them. You think he tips?
Who?
Or do you think he's one of the Brett Veach? You think he's a guy's like tipping is just not required? And I will save my money for my steak.
I think he does kind of probably the same way all of us do, where it's like, did they really deserve the tip? Like, there's always like a minimum tip you'll give somebody just out of.
Yeah,
like,
I think I have to do a minimum. I can't go into a restaurant, especially if it's a sit down.
It's like your standard 15% or whatever
But look,
it is, right? But
I'm
then,
not
like,
tipping.
if they're really bad, you give them a lower tip. If they're really good, you give them a better tip.
I ain't tipping when I go to the counter and order at Taco Bell and I swipe
Man,
my
I'm
card
so
and
sick of that.
It says there's a thing right here.
Look,
to tip
if
10% of what?
If
To do
COVID,
what?
if COVID year didn't ruin everything else on the planet, like 24/7 Walmarts, fast food workers, and all this other stuff, it also brought that shit to the table, where all of a sudden we're supposed to tip people for doing the job they're already getting paid to do. Like, it's insane, and I hate it. I hate every minute of it. They've got to take it off. They got to stop.
It's useless because,
They
by
gotta
the way,
stop.
they tax those tips anyway. They're supposed to. So you're
They
just giving more
they
money.
probably share them
You're
with
giving
everybody
more money
there,
to
you know?
everybody that don't need it. Okay, they take enough of it, by the way, and so don't enjoy it. Not going to tip it. That's just the way it is. I'm not tipping at Starbucks. It's $7 for a coffee. I'm not giving you $3 for taking.
And
my order.
you're in a workers union making $20 an hour making coffee. What am I tipping you for?
What
are we talking about?
Unit? Why are you in a workers union at Starbucks, bro? Like, what is happening?
I hate it, dude. I hate it a lot.
Flapjack in the house with another two. He said Chris
Flapjack.
couldn't hang that high.
Absolutely
Dude,
not.
No, sir.
Might be a little bit of trouser snake falling out and getting
Dude.
around the football field.
The Black Mamba would have been out, and let me tell you something. They'd have said,
The anaconda don't want none. Is that
It's
what they
like-
say?
you
Is
know,
that
like
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
yeah. You know, like that Samuel L. Jackson movie, Snakes on a Plane? That's what it would have been like. Everywhere
Snakes
you
on a
look, you're
football
like,
field?
Snake. Yeah, dude. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. And Flapjack, don't really appreciate you bringing that mental image to me. So
Yet we just made it much, much worse because that's what we do.
just made it much worse. We got Jay in the house, member for 10 months. Says, let's frickin' go. ACU crew, let's go.
Let's go, Jay. Good to see you, bud. Kay Wayne says he got tipped for a delivery yesterday.
go.
Let's play our usual round of where's in the world is Kay Wayne.
Okay, K Wayne
I'm
is
going.
in,
Man, he's in the Midwest a lot. I'm
I
gonna
think
go.
he's in the South today, Steve. I'm feeling the South for K Wayne.
No, I'm gonna go. Ooh, this is tough. I'm gonna go Michigan. Are you in Michigan, K Wayne?
I guess Michigan last time. I'm gonna say K Wayne is oh man, I want to say Tennessee or Georgia. That's just where I'm feeling that. I'm feeling like he's up by I-65 somewhere. I feel like he's on I-65.
I feel like he's near Dearborn, Michigan, baby.
He's trucking.
Just out there.
I don't know where he is, but he's trucking.
Let's
We're
see
guessing
here.
in the chat. Brian Hippie says Indiana. Brian says Mississippi. Julia says Delaware.
That's a crazy
Brenda
guess,
says she already
Julia.
freaking knows. Ray says Chicago. Lego says Arizona.
He was in Chicago last time. Surely he's not still in Chicago. I hope not. Oh, he's in Texas. We should have
He's in
known.
Texas. I knew he was in the South, but I just couldn't figure it
Yeah.
out, man. I was thinking 65 today. I don't know, man.
Let's go.
Sam says,
That's always a good time, you know?
Sam said Tony was letting the boys watch.
Tony, let the boys watch.
Don't do it. Don't let the boy watch.
Oh, man. Man, Kadarius Toney's really got to get it together, bro. I just like, every time I see that guy, on a football field, it's just like I feel like he could just go off at any moment, and it's like an exciting feeling. Like he got this explosive player that's just a crazy athlete. And it's just like he's always letting you down, and it's just like I got to get him to get it together.
I don't like how you describe this.
I don't care what you think.
You said it was explosive.
I don't care if you're a pervert, Mike. It doesn't matter to me. But like that. Do you all not get the same thing with Kadarius Toney though? Like every time you watch, it's just like you feel like there's this chance something crazy is going to happen. Like he's going to go off. And I love that segment, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna we should start putting that into the regular show.
Can we get that stupid song like Carmen Sandiego where it's like the five guys like boom, boom,
we're
boom,
bringing
boom.
it in, and we'll make an entire intro for it. I'm gonna get the Carmen Sandiego people. I'm gonna reach out and see if they'll record it. Who's the children's choir that recorded that, by the way?
I don't know. Not for sure. But yeah.
Dude, I will say, I'm just excited about football. It's coming back. Dude, speaking of, and I almost forgot, man. They dropped the Madden cover today. And do you want to know what's funny? People on X, and when I say people, idiots from Cincinnati actually thought Joe Burrow was going to be on the cover.
I kind of thought they might do it.
What are you going to look? What would be the curse for Joe Burrow? What's the Madden curse? He actually plays 17 games?
I mean, I don't know, but I just know how much they like to, suck his ass, okay? Like, he hasn't really done anything, but they still want to talk about him. But I think McCaffrey earned this, by the way. Not that it's like a huge deal, but...
You think those are his real arms, or you think they photoshopped it?
I think that's real, bro.
I don't think he's veining out that hard.
I don't know, dude. He's a ridiculous guy.
I mean, yeah.
I like that.
Right.
I like that cover right there. For some reason, if you go back,
This one?
doesn't it make you think of like an old school game, like back in the early Maddens or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I mean, he's housing it versus the Raiders, so that's a positive. I mean, it's kind of funny. But I think the one that we all deserved, and by the way, if they don't come out with this version, I'm not going to buy it. But are you ready?
Sure.
The dad bod version.
They need that one.
That's peak performance right there. Why does it look like Steve Spagnuolo's holding an 8mm camera from 1962 out here trying to...
That's not Spags, bro.
That's what I said, but it looks like him. It looks
It's
like
not.
it looks like a Spags wannabe holding up a camera from 1910, like the first ever video camera.
I want to know who the guy is directly behind Mahomes in the suit.
The younger dude in the suit.
He's got a little Chiefs pin on there. He's like a little Brett Veach.
Dude, he's mid curse in this picture. He's saying shit. Like I don't know what he's doing, but dude, I'm not. They caught this.
No,
dude.
no. I
He
think it's
lives
more
in
of a.
infamy, screaming a curse.
If I had to guess, he's going.
He looks
Like
like
Butthead.
Butthead.
Yeah.
He's hey, Beavis. Look at the dude all the way in the back on the right. He's like, what is going on? He ain't even supposed to be in the locker room. He's a dude. He's just a guy that come down from the stands and found his way in the locker room. He's like, whoa.
Yeah, but Madden cover, I feel like people put too much into the Madden cover, but CMC, that's fine with me. I mean, the dude had an incredible year last year. Obviously spoiled by the Chiefs, but I mean, McCaffrey went off, dude. It was like ridiculous.
Kyler says he thinks he's part of the Hunt family.
Butthead? His name's Butthead Hunt.
Hey, if Butt Hunt comes to the game, could you imagine Butt Hunt sitting next to Beavis, the dude with the long forehead? That long ass football field forehead that we got rid of and went to Carolina.
Oh, what was that dude's name? I don't remember.
Just big head. That dude made Peyton
Conehead.
Manning's forehead look like Peyton Manning was normal.
Yeah, I can't have it. Don't like it. I don't want to see that together.
Dude, that's
But yeah.
insane, man.
For sure. But yeah, we're gonna be working on some content for tomorrow. So you
Sam
guys
said that's not
what?
Spags.
Yeah, I already told you that.
No, I just said it's like a broke version of Spags. Like some dude in the background that's like not really Spags, but like people would think it was him at the mall.
I feel like you were just being mean to that guy, whoever he was. He was just
Wait,
trying to
you
take
think
a
Spags
picture.
is ugly?
No.
If you ever diss Spags like that, Steve,
Who said that?
you said Spags would never look like that. He's so ugly.
I'm done with you. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be dropping a video tomorrow with some content, so be on the lookout for that. We'll talk more about this kind of stuff. And Amani's in the house. What's up?
Yeah. I think Imani's on to something here.
I just put Mike on there by himself.
What would it be, though? Like, why would
Just
I be on
you.
the cover?
I don't know.
Can I
You're
practice
gonna be
the pose?
you're gonna be eating a mint and drinking
I'll
a
say-
prime.
Should I? Like this. I'm doing this on the cover. I'm like, I can't even open it.
Mike, do you have Blue Chew in there in your
I
mint
do
box?
have a look. I told you I don't have minutes. I have blue
or hymns,
chews rolling.
him,
in here.
him, or whatever it's called.
Him. What's that song? What's that song?
I don't know. I don't know what that song is. Al Bundy couldn't figure it out. I can't figure it out.
I actually figured that song out. That's a Beatles song. I don't remember
I think
the
you're
name
making
of it.
that up.
No, man. I figured it out one day. I was humming it, and I was like, dude, that's the Beatles. And I couldn't think of the name. Like, I can't even think of it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gary Holland, you're damn right he is. I mean, it's
the
it's
greatest.
the greatest, without
The
a doubt,
greatest.
of all time. I mean, Spags is a monster, bro. Gotta love him.
Steve, I got a few more clips if you want to roll through them and watch.
Yeah, I want to watch. Let's
Just
watch.
a few more. We'll see what's up with him. I got a little bit more Mahomes action. I don't know what he's doing. He's taking the
He's
handoff.
his best Lamar Jackson impression,
Yeah, he's
or
like
Jalen Hurts, or
He took the handoff out of the
Yeah.
backfield. I hope we don't go to that. What if Mahomes? Okay, he's pitching it here, but what if Mahomes
man.
goes from never like even taking a QB snap to like running the option and just taking off?
I'm done with it. I don't want that. But Pacheco, like, I don't know if it's just because we haven't seen him without pads in a while, but he looks like he's trimmed down a lot.
Yes, he's at 206. I think is what he said.
Like, it's kind of crazy.
But what was he? Like he couldn't have been like no more than like what 215 ish.
I don't think he was that big, but at the same time, it's just like he does look a lot more trim. Like, I feel like he might be even faster, which is
Do
crazy.
you feel like they're not doing anything right there?
Mike,
like-
they're warming up. Look at the.
I know,
look at,
but-
what's Kelce doing? He
That's
looks
what
like
I'm
he
saying.
doesn't he look like a little kid, like trying to do a drill, but he don't know what he's doing.
That's what I was trying to say. It looks like Pee Wee football. Like Mahomes is just half-assing it. He ain't doing nothing. I want to get back and watch that again, but I
Hey.
want to watch the whole minute clip to do it.
It just when I saw that little clip in my head, I'm just like, this fool has won 3 freaking Super Bowls, bro, and he's the greatest tight end of all time.
Greatest tight end of all time, and he's just out here just going ham on it. And look at this. We got Rees-Zammit out here catching some balls.
Boy, everybody at once.
Horned. Dude,
Cover
I'm
your
kind of
eyes.
excited for Louis Reese, and I'm going to tell you why.
Athlete, baby.
Athlete, and I mean, he's worked so hard. Here's another guy. Look at him. This was the highlight of his day, just flipping a
I
football.
know, it'd be nice to see him out there actually getting some work in, dude.
Be
That,
nice
that
to
does
see if-
that does bug me a little.
Be nice to see our number 1 draft pick just run one single play. Man, but I tell you, look at old Trent just out here, just
Man, I love McDuffie.
being a nasty lockdown ball hawk.
Man,
Look at Justin Ross. He looks monstrous, dude.
it's pretty bad he's making Rashee look that tiny
That's
because
what I'm
he's not
saying.
small.
Look at Ross. She can't catch nothing. Look, Sky Moore even caught it over the shoulder. If Sky Moore can do it and Rashee Rice can't, we're in trouble, guys. Look at
I always
two
think
in a
it's funny.
row.
I always think it's funny when they're doing their
2 in a
like
row.
when they're doing their little drills, like the receivers, and they just do this in place.
They say,
Like, is that really how you run?
if I throw you something, here, I'm going to throw you something. You catch it over the shoulder. You ready?
Yeah, I
Wait,
got this.
I got to go this way.
What are we throwing?
Wait, I got to go this way. I don't know what I'm going to throw you. Hold up. I'll throw you these. What do you got over there?
I don't know.
I'm going to throw you this package of stuff.
See what
Ready?
it turns into.
It turned into a prime bottle, baby.
Dude, I heard it hit the ground. That was even better.
Did you?
Not cool at all. Yeah, ruined.
That's great, dude.
I like this. Chiefs fan says, my wife's singing karaoke so loud, I can barely hear ACU. What's she singing, Chiefs fan? I want to know what song she's singing.
Hey, what is she doing?
She's
This
out
is
there.
why-
I want to know what love is.
Steve, if we've learned anything,
Want you to show.
if we learned anything, if we've learned absolutely anything this off season, why is she singing karaoke? Why is she not making a sandwich?
I know. What the heck?
Why is she
Did
not
Butker
making
teach her nothing?
Did you learn nothing from that speech?
For real though, what's she singing?
Chiefs fan, what's she singing? Okay. And
We
that's
need
a
to
joke,
know.
by the way, before the pitchforks come out.
Ooh,
You know, I don't want to get stabbed.
so scared.
She's singing Angry Again by Megadeth, says Brian Parrott.
What? Oh, I didn't know Brian did that. I thought he said, I was like, there's no way she's out there like, you know how like Dave Mustaine sings?
Yeah. Dude, I was cracking up today. Like,
of destruction.
I don't know if I should show this to you guys, and I don't even know if I
Let's
should.
don't. I don't know why I hit the purge horn, but I like
I'm
it.
glad you
We got a 5 bomb from Kyle. He says, that is an 8mm camera. Have you watched any of the series of the videos the Chiefs released this week from it?
I did
Actually,
catch
yes.
a few of them, and I noticed that the dude, whoever was releasing them, got horned with it, man. They were releasing clip after clip. I said, what are you doing? They showed the best of. So they showed the full one, and then you just chopped it into 3-minute segments. But I thought it was kind of cool, man. It made everything just look, doesn't, like when you get the 8mm film out, doesn't everything just look really epic? I think we
Yeah,
should
I mean,
shoot
it's
an 8mm.
Yeah, why not?
Speaking of 8mm, never
I
mind.
don't know where you're going with that,
Don't
but I
know
don't
either.
like it. Appreciate the 5, Kyle. Yeah, man. So what? Let the bodies hit the floor by drowning pool. Have you ever seen that like video of that lady that's trying to sing? I think it's a Disturbed song.
On TikTok, the one that's like,
Yeah,
isn't it that one?
that's what I imagine's happening
It says,
right now.
dun, 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 and he says,
Oh, wah,
he says, wah.
like Chiefs fans, like shut up! I'm trying to watch ACU in here. That's awesome. Let's see here. Mike Johnson, what's up, my man? He says, really enjoy your off-season content. Normally, boring time of football year is fun because of you guys. Keep up the great cast. Go Chiefs. Appreciate that, Mike. We're trying to keep the content rolling, man, even when it's slow. We'll make a story out of nothing if we have to, kind of keep you guys entertained.
People got so mad about the Rees-Zammit thing. They were like, Kelce said that months ago.
Yeah, well, we didn't talk about it, so we're talking about it now.
And by
Is
the
that a
way,
big
the
deal?
Rugby Plays actually just released the story like 23 hours ago.
Is there a
so-
time limit?
Yeah, is there a time limit on this stuff? I don't know. I was just excited to hear what Kelce said about him.
I don't know what About Time's talking about. I don't know about that song. I don't know if I want to know about that song. Out of control.
Out of control.
That's funny. Cole Keller says, what do you guys think of this group of 6 wide receivers week 1 with Rashee Rice suspended? Worthy, Brown, Hardman, Ross, Watson, Phillip Brooks. That would be something. Something.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I was still reading the thing. So week 1, we take 6. We take Xavier Worthy, Hollywood, Hardman, Ross, Watson, Phillip Brooks. Wait, where's Rashee Rice?
He's suspended, apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he said
First
Rashee
off,
Rice
I don't
suspended.
think that's going to happen. I guess it could, but I doubt it this early. Worthy, Brown, Hardman wouldn't surprise me. Of course, you know, the old crab.
Yeah, I think Watson's in too.
Ross and Brooks are a long shot.
I don't think Phillip Brooks is going to make the team because as long as Nico's healthy, Nikko Remigio's got him beat, in my opinion. Wouldn't they be
Right.
the same kind of guy, right?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I think they're all going to bat on camp. And
What about that
but
cat from Villanova they signed? Nobody's really talking about him.
I forgot his name already.
It was a wild name, dude, but this would be crazy. I honestly don't know if Justin Ross is going to make it.
Yeah, that's another
If they
one.
take 6, I just can't see it. Would I be opposed to it? No. But Andy
I
and
don't
them
think
just
there's
aren't
any
gonna
way in the
do it.
world that you see this team without Sky Moore or Tony on it.
Me either.
Both of them being gone.
I think the
just-
only person in the world that thinks that's going to happen is Lance from the Spoken.
Well, Lance, you're wrong. You're wrong
Lance,
this time. I don't
I
think it
he
can
lost
happen.
his mind with that one. I just don't see it.
Look, we love you. You know that. But we're going to have to talk about this one.
Lay off the weed.
Have me on your show. Let's talk about it.
Lay off the weed.
Heck yeah. Hey, by the way, if you guys haven't subscribed to The Spoken, go subscribe to their channel. Help them build up over there.
Build it.
Lance and Trevor, they're some passionate Chiefs fans, so go show some support.
That's a word, isn't it?
Why are you just creeping me out? Like
Passionate
I can't even talk. Have you noticed I haven't been able to talk for the last 10 minutes without you like creeping in behind me?
Is just a word. Like it's a funny word. Like I used to piss people off all the time playing Call of Duty. Remember we'd be playing and I'd be like, that dude's passionate right now because he'd be like killing and sliding and everything. We'd be like, dude. And then he would hear it and he'd be like, shut up. Like, I don't even know. That word just really triggers people.
Ray, Trent McDuffie. Absolutely. And then behind him, I think I'm still pulling Josh Williams.
I still think it'll be Josh. Look, Jalen Watson's right there. He's right there. I've heard Najee still come back this year and looking good. Still taking some reps. I think Kelvin Joseph's got a little bit of work to do. I know everybody's a little horned up on him a couple weeks ago when he got that pick on Mahomes and stuff, but when Spags was talking about him, I want to say last week, Spags didn't like overly gush, in my opinion, like about him. You know what I mean? Like they asked him, he's like, he's got to learn the playbook and, hopefully he can do what we want him to do. But he didn't have that like enthusiasm. Like when they mentioned Jaden Hicks, his eyes lit up, right?
Were you talking about Haddon?
No.
Who are you talking
about?
Kelvin Joseph. Okay. Yeah,
Haddon,
but I mean, both of those
guys. He didn't
guys.
light up over Haddon, though, either.
Well, of course not. But I mean, that's two different levels of player. You're talking about a guy that was arguably the best safety in the entire draft, and you're talking about a guy that got in the 6th round or something.
That's Haddon, though. But Kelvin Joseph was a 2nd-round pick.
Right, but there's some work to do with him, obviously. Something didn't translate, so they got to figure that out.
I'll tell you what didn't translate. He come from Kentucky, and, as much as they're trying to build it there, Kentucky football just ain't it right now. Are they ever going to get there?
I mean, Josh Allen has been absolutely slaughtering out of Kentucky.
Well, he was at Wyoming.
Wandale Robinson, he's out there doing the Lord's work for New York.
There's 2 Josh Allens in the NFL.
Yeah,
and they're both good. Like, what's the chances?
Yeah, Josh Allen from Kentucky is not as annoying. Yeah.
No, someone got mad at me yesterday. I want to bring this up. And I want to get your thought on it. Let me find this. I thought it was funny. Where'd it go? Daggone. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. This dude raged. He didn't really rage, but he took some offense to it for some reason. Let me bring this up for you here.
What you
see
got?
this? Let me blow it up a little bit more so you can read it.
Make it
Look,
bigger.
Patrick Mahomes is on another level.
Sean Payton can't read that unless you blow it up.
I know. Look, Mahomes threw 96 games. Josh Allen threw 94 games. You would think there was a huge difference here. Mahomes has played 2 more games. Okay, look at the passing yards. 28,424 to 22,700. Let's just be generous and say 23. He's
Good
still
Lord,
5,400 yards away, but as it sits now, 5,700 yards. 219 touchdowns to 167. That's literally like 40, 50 touchdowns. And then he's got 15 more picks in 2 less games. And so I said Allen would need to average 2,861 passing yards and 26 touchdowns per game in his 2 makeup games.
Hey, Mike, but you didn't put nothing about his rushing touchdowns in
That's
there.
exactly what people said, dude. Shout out Scrambling Armchair, by the way. Hashtag Bills Mafia. He said, it's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. But anyway, yeah, it was Lyle here. Oh, Lyle. He said passing wise, it isn't close. It's when you factor in Allen's 53 rushing touchdowns and Mahomes' 12.
Blah, blah, blah.
Mahomes is clearly better, but it's Allen's rushing upsides that makes him special. And I said, are they QBs or running backs? Which one is it?
Right.
So wait. touchdowns all count the same. We can appreciate that our guy's the best and recognize that Allen is a special player too. And I said, we refuse to put them in the same category.
Not happening.
Where did I say they were the same? I said Mahomes is better. Nobody is Mahomes tier, but Allen is in the next tier behind him. And I said, no, you didn't say that. Just, I know some do. And yeah, you can say he's in the tier behind Patty, but call us old school. We like our QB accolades for throwing, not running.
I like it.
So look, wanted to bring that up, by the way, just to show, and I think Lyle, who's
Lyle Crocodile?
Lyle Graverson. He is a senior staff writer at Arrowhead Addict. So shout out Lyle. Appreciate you.
Late night Lyle.
Look, I can't get on board. I'm just not one of these people. Look, call me a real true Chiefs fan, but I'm not one of these people that's going to get on here and glaze other teams' quarterbacks just to try to make their fans
not a
not come at
chance.
us.
I'm never going to be out there.
I'm not going to give Josh
pandering.
Allen
I'm not
any
doing
credit
it
unless he deserves it. And by the way, the last time I checked, being a quarterback means throw the ball. Okay.
If y'all ever see the All Chiefed Up X commenting on other NFL team stuff and it's not trash talk, let us know because somebody's hacked us.
Yeah, somebody's hacked us, or
we're not out there trying to make friends.
Or Steve's getting fired, bro.
That's wild.
Don't be sucking up
happy birthday, Lewis Cutbirth. Happy birthday, my man. Mike, I think he got something to do there. He shares a birthday with my lady,
Lewis's
too.
Birthday?
Yeah. What about it?
Feliz Navidad. Oh, God. I almost choked. One more time. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can support that one. I don't know if I can support that one. I feel like Lewis got ripped off today. That was a poor performance.
Lewis may have got the best performance I've ever given.
All right.
I did choke and almost died. Swallowed a little bit of air. But let me tell you something. Just a grade A performance. If somebody clips that, puts that anywhere, it's probably going to the top of the Spotify charts.
You're going to be up there with Tater Smith.
Oh, Tater Smith. Steve, if we play trivia one more time and your daughter says Taylor Swift was born in Nashville, we're going to have a fight. I keep telling her it's Pennsylvania, and she says, why do you know so much about Taylor Swift? And I said, listen, because she brought Travis Kelce to us. He never even played on the team before Taylor.
Who was Travis Kelce?
Who's that? Who's Travis Kelce?
Did she? She actually trained him and as a tight end. He had never played football before.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, apparently he was just like a really bad actor that didn't have any roles. He did a few commercials or something.
Man, and now he's going to be doing some weird TV show somewhere.
I can't wait to watch Grotesquerie. His acting better not be Grotesquerie. I'm going to turn it off.
I don't expect it to be that great, but yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button for us real quick if you have not. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers ASAP. We're knocking on the door, baby. You hear that? You hear it? Yeah, we're knocking on the door.
Hello?
Hit that sub button if you haven't already. We're going to be around for a few more minutes, so make sure to get your questions in. We got a lot more work to do tonight, so we got to get started on that. But get your questions in and all that good stuff. We'll be around for a few more minutes. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys. And real quick, in case you didn't catch it last time, patreon.com/allchiefedup. Be a patron for just $1 a month. $1 freaking dollar a month. You get bonus content weekly. And you'll automatically be put in a drawing once a month to win a piece of signed Chiefs merchandise. This particular month, it'll be a signed Will Shields jersey. So make sure you get on that action. And also become a member right here on YouTube for just $4.99 a month. And, of course, you get the members-only live streams. You get the emojis. You get all the good stuff. And we'll be giving away a signed Dante Hall jersey in our July members-only stream. So get in on that action as well.
Yeah. And by the way, who was the lady that won the Chris Jones shirt in the members giveaway?
Tony G.
Where's Tony G? Tony G never wrote me with her her address.
Yeah.
So I've got
We'll
it
have
in, and I'm trying to ship it out tomorrow. And I thought she may be here tonight, but I
No,
haven't
we'll
seen her.
have to catch her.
So
Next time we see her in the chat, we'll get it.
Yeah, Karth. Haven't seen Karth tonight either. But yeah, Antonia and Karth, I've got your stuff. I can send to Karth. I'll probably send to Karth like tomorrow, the next day. But Antonia, I need that stuff.
I need your address. Trying to send you a Christmas card here.
Chiefer said she said I could have it. Okay, let's go into Chiefer then.
End of story. Ray says, Mike and Steve, don't you get tired of the George Kittle is better than Kelce because he blocks? Better narrative every year. I'm so tired of anyone trying to say that anyone's better than Kelce. I don't care if it's Rob Gronkowski or whoever. At this point, I'm going to argue against Tony G with Kelce because I feel like by the time Kelce is done, we don't know yet. But, I mean, don't bring up this Gronkowski crap to me and don't bring up George Kittle. I'm over it. Past it.
Look, Gronk by far could be in the same playing field over George Kittle.
Yeah, but I'm still tired of the Gronk stuff because they want to say the same thing. He blocks better. Who cares?
Yeah. Look, when you got to go to blocking for your argument, you lost.
Yeah, because
That-
it's so
again,
like subjective too.
That's like
right?
that's like the Josh Allen runs touchdowns argument. Like you lost.
Right.
If you're a quarterback, we don't care how much you're running the ball.
Mike Carth said, "I'm here, brother. What you talking about?"
He's here. We're sending out his stuff. That's what's here.
There's no way we clicked that at the same time.
We totally did. We totally did. And Sam with a 10 bomb, baby. Sam.
Let's go, Sam.
He says, thanks for all you guys do. I see you, baby.
Appreciate you,
Sam. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for the 10. Y'all put some legendaries in the chat for Sam. Let's go.
Sam, appreciate you. Yeah, legendaries for Sam. Everybody that donated tonight, appreciate you guys. Thailand's chief asset here says Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go,
You're in
baby.
Thailand, and I hope that we're streaming in Thailand right now. And why? I want to go global. That's what's up. But yeah, I think that's probably going to wrap it up for the night, Steve. Like, we still got some stuff to do. We're going to record a video, drop that bad boy tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Should go live around noon. Just so you guys know, our videos drop noon Central. So if you guys have a little, taking a little smoke break, having a little lunch break, whatever you're doing at work, maybe you don't even go to work. Maybe you're retired.
You know what? Screw work. Just watch it anyway.
Screw work. You tell your boss that you need 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Go
20,
take a
25
dump
minutes.
on company time.
Yeah,
and
get paid.
stream the show, and
Get
that's what's
paid
up.
to watch All Chiefed Up.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's all I got for it. It was a good night. We're back to playing some football tomorrow. They're going to be back at it again. I think on the video we're going to touch on a little bit of Kelce. I think we're going to touch on a little bit of Kelce. We're going to go around the NFL, talk some NFL news, and then we got some times yours coming. So it's going to be a good one. Tune into that tomorrow. And yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button on the way out, and hit that sub button if you haven't. By the way, Steve, you got anything left for him?
No, just thanks for all the donations, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support. Definitely appreciate that. And we'll see you next time.
Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.